Greetings, YouTube community, sports fans nation, and worldwide. You have entered the Sports Opinion Log. I'm your host, Lex Anderson, and in today's video, well, you know what it is. Still fresh off Sunday's Whites. Well, actually, it was a road game for the Lakers, but of course, they got stomped out by the Sixers. Final score 143-120. And of course, this is how my day went. Unlike my no look pass, which is a sure key to victory, the Lakers did not put up the victory for me, so I had to pretty much spend my entire Monday answering the questions. How do you feel? What do you think? What's going to happen with your team? What's going on? And you know what's going on? Nothing actually. They got their asses handed to them. 143-120. Joel Embiid, 37 points, 14 rebounds. The newly acquired Tobias Harris, I believe, 22 points. Ben Simmons had only 8 points, but guess what? He actually, for the first time, and who knows God knows how long, he attempted a three-pointer. Of course, he missed, so he was 0 for 1 from three-point range. And of course, now the new hot topic is that Magic Johnson, who wanted to give him tips and coach him, is now being accused of tampering by the NBA, which they will, of course, do an investigation on, even though Elton Brand says he doesn't really much care. Time to move on. And of course, he's not going to let his star point guard seek any guidance, tutelage, counseling, and tips by the legendary Magic Johnson. So I'm sure, despite what he says, the NBA is going to have to do its thing and look into this matter and investigate it. But really, who cares? Honestly, I've said it once, I've said it two, three. I'll say it every time there's a horrific Laker loss. This is a rebuilding phase. The Lakers are not contenders. The Lakers will not be winners. All I can hope for is a playoff spot, preferably number 7, not number 8, because then if they get Golden State, well, things could get ugly really fast. But you just never really know. I mean, not that the Lakers could upset Golden State in the first round. That's definitely not happening. I would be happy if they could take a home game. I'm good with that. So, yeah, to anyone that wants to ask me any more questions, drop a comment below. Because, come on, man, you know what I'm here for? I'm here to ride out into All-Star Charlotte. I can't wait. That's what it's about. But I'm here for the updates, for the scores, for the stats. Speaking of scores and stats, what did we have yesterday? It was a day of comebacks yesterday, actually, down by, 19? The Golden State Warriors come back and defeat the Miami Heat 121-18 behind 39 points from Durant. And the Splash Brothers combined for 54 points, 29 by Clay, 24 by Chef Curry. I was about to say Steph Curry, but it's Chef Curry because they were cooking. And I haven't said the word Splash Brothers this entire season. So the Splash Brothers were clicking on all cylinders. Durant, the cold-hearted assassin, was doing his thing, including a debatable double dribble as Durant had the ball. His second hand, his right hand touched it, and of course the blind NBA refs didn't call it. And of course Eric Spoelstra went off post game in his interview about how blown a call it was. What else is new? This is what happens when referees become fans of the game. But to miss a I'm not going to say blatant because obviously it's not like Durant meant to double dribble. He kept going. I'm sure if he had stopped in his motion, maybe the refs would have said something. But who knows? But it's pretty disappointing when you have a referee standing like 4 feet away, and clearly you see the second hand touch it, and there's no call. But I don't like the Miami Heat. Can't stand Dwayne Wade, so I'm happy. I'm good. I'm as happy as a lark. Yes, give it to me. The Miami Heat lose? Why not? And of course, the post-game jersey swap between Wade and Curry. Oh, I cannot wait for Wade to leave. Especially after a sports fan who I was talking to, one of my coworkers, told me that the commissioner had made a slot just for Dwayne Wade to be in the All-Star game. I'm like, what kind of bullshit is that? Let his old ass go. And then you have old ass Dirk Nowitzki, who pretty much can't do much of anything because he too is old, but just hanging around. Like, I don't know. The NBA's got to do something about these players just hanging around who are past their prime. It's kind of disgusting if you ask me. And there was also another amazing comeback victory. Dallas over Portland, 102 to 101, down by 15 in the fourth quarter. Luka Doncic goes crazy with his teammates and Tim Hardaway Jr. and they erase that 15-point deficit and hand the Portland Trailblazers their first loss of the season, in which they had a lead heading out of the third quarter. So yeah, well actually the Portland Trailblazers dropped 9 points in the fourth quarter and were outscored by the Mavs 24-9 in the fourth quarter, and that usually will actually result in a loss. And of course, I'm not a fan of CJ McCollum, who had a poor shooting night, nor All-State babyhead Damian Lillard. You know, as a matter of fact, I might have to stop calling him All-State babyhead because I haven't even seen those commercials no more. But maybe I'll call him a fake-ass rap star. Fake-ass rap star, Damian Lillard. Of course, doesn't come up clutch when it mattered most. And Luka and the Mavs, with their newly acquired acquisitions, being Porzingis, who of course will not play this season because he's still recovering from that knee injury that he suffered with the Knicks. So who knows? I'm actually gonna have to probably do a video about tanking because it's really weird. Like you have the Pelicans that didn't play Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter a couple of games ago and they won. And then you have the Mavs who are out of contention and they came back to win. The NBA really has to do something because, it's like fans pay hard, the fans, NBA fans pay hard-earned money to see these games, buy the merchandise. So you don't really want a team to purposely tank. You want their best players to take to the floor, to play the game, win or lose, give it all you got. But this tanking for draft picks, something has to be done. So the Pelicans, again, a couple of nights ago, they started AD because the NBA said to them, hey, if you don't play him, we're just going to fine you $100,000 every game he misses. So, of course, they held him out in the fourth quarter of a key victory. Let me see if I can just pull that up real quick. Hold on here. Let's see what we got. Let's see, what was it, a Friday night game? Forgive me. Yes, over the T-Wolves. 122-117. It was a Friday night game, and they didn't play AD in the fourth quarter, and they still pulled off the victory. So, what does that say? He dropped 32 points in his return, didn't play a minute of the fourth quarter, and his team came back to win. I mean, this is stupid. How does this work? Obviously, he said he wanted to be traded. Obviously, we know that the trade didn't go through. You've got to play this guy. It makes no sense. You're still paying him all this money. Put his ass on the goddamn court. Seeing your team win without you in the fourth quarter, you're setting a negative dynamic, honestly. It's something I don't like, and it's something that the NBA front office people have to look into because this tanking for good draft picks for these one-and-done college players who won't immediately pay dividends anyway. It's what are you doing? Knicks fans are praying for Zion Williamson, and it's draft balls, man. It's luck of the draw. Nothing is truly guaranteed. So, but you know what is guaranteed? That the hottest YouTube sports channel in the YouTube community, Lex Anderson, will be here posting more videos about it. So your best bet would be to subscribe to this channel right now, pressing that button on your left, and that bell icon to your right, ding. Make sure to press it to stay updated and notified of any and all upcoming future videos. Currently, that's all I've got for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is your boy Lex Anderson, doing what I do best, popping my collar, because I'm signing out. And that's a wrap on the outro. Shout out to my loyal viewers out there in the YouTube community. You know who you are. Stephen Dre. Thank you. Asian Midget Muslim. David R. Wherever you are. And of course, GC Golds Conditioning. Thank you. And check out my boy on the gram. Instagram at M6Drop. And let's not forget that this video, like all videos, is sponsored by my hair company at celebrityhaircore.com. Guys, if you're looking for a better look for your girl, send her to Celebrity Hair Core on the gram. Promo codes, picture, video gallery, it's all there. celebrityhaircore.com.